Deal surgeons, elite masterminds, what's going on? This is Diamond Life. I just want to share something with you guys. I don't know if you know this is totally ICT. I just think this really will help somebody out. This is the Monday to Wednesday range. Look at the bottom. Okay, so what you do is I've been studying this for almost a year. I believe I made it a little bit longer, but it gives me a lot of patience because if you look at the Monday to this is all ICT. This is not me. I have created things on my own, but this is ICT 100%. Now, the Monday to Wednesday range, look at the bottom. It says Monday, look at the bottom. Tuesday, look at the bottom, look at the bottom. Tuesday, Wednesday, look at the bottom, look at the bottom. It says Wednesday, and then it says Thursday right there. You see why I have this box right here? Let me lighten it up because it may look weird on the recording. If you're kind of confused about stuff, then this really will help you out because check this out. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me try to bring up my cursor again. Okay. So listen, this is the Monday to Wednesday range. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is that look at these candles right here. You have to look at this on a 1 hour chart. Let me repeat that. I've been looking at this for damn near a year and a half. I have to really think back to how long it's been, but it's been a while. Okay. So now listen. See how these two candles close? See that big ass bullish candle? And see the next one? That's confirmation that price has to take out Thursday's high. I'm going to repeat that. That's confirmation, not saying that that's the end all be all. You still have to do other analysis. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I've been studying this, especially on US 30. This is GJ, but I'm still in a, because what I did was ICT, he says, always take something off. I had like 11, 13 positions on because remember in the other video, I kept buying this price was going down because my target of my drawing liquidity was up here. I should have held the trade for longer, but I didn't want to gamble because I knew price would come up here, but I didn't want to sit through retracements and all that. So, I could have held it, but I wasn't sure that it would go up to where it's at now. I thought it would probably retrace. You see how it's all the way up there? I probably should sell my two shorts right now. I mean, my two longs. Because price is retracing now, and I think I see it coming down to this bullish breaker right here. You see you got the low that took this lower low. This is a low, then a lower low. So we got to look at the highest up close candle. So we draw a box out right here from this top of this candle all the way over to the right. And so now we have to see what price does when it comes down into this bullish breaker. Okay, I already can see that it is going lower because we see candles closing inside of the range box, if this imaginary range box that I have. So we're going to put a range box on the top of this wick right here, and then bring it down to the highest up close candles bottom down there, and then we draw it out to the right, a box. And so we have to see if it's going to close below consequent encroachment. So it looked like it may come down here, retest this negative 27%. So you have to have multiple confirmations on here. I have the Fibonacci lines on here already. I need to mark it up again, but this is a volume imbalance on the weekly chart. Okay, this shaded box right here. Hold on. Now, this goes back to ICT. He says, once you see it, you can't unsee it. This is so powerful. It is so true. Like this stuff just jumps off at the chart at you. Like the breakers just jump off the chart. The volume imbalances just jump off the chart. I was trying to click on this where you can see that this is a volume imbalance, but okay. So all I'm trying to tell you is that if you was unsure, like every single week that I'm unsure about trading, because I've been through so much trauma with this stuff, I'm just not going to gamble, even if I think something is going to happen, okay? I have to have a lot of confirmation or really belief in what I see, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you see the Monday to Wednesday range like this, that shaded box down here, this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday. As soon as you see Thursday on a 1 hour chart, stop and draw that box. And once price, this is all ICT. Once price breaks out of this, I call this Voltron, okay? It is ICT stuff, but I call it, I put a little twist on it. But so the biggest point is you have to see what price does, because see, you are now confirmed that you are in a buy model if price breaks out above this range. This is how I don't get confused. Because I'm like, okay, well, what's price? I'm like, what's going on this week? I'm like, I'm not really sure. I'm like, okay, if I'm not really sure, I'm not going to gamble. I'm going to let price tell me what's going on. So what I mean is what you would do is if price breaks out the Monday to Wednesday range like it just did here, I'm telling you right now, you have to see two white candles, two bullish candles on a 1 hour chart, two bullish candles on a 1 hour chart. This is confirming that price will retrace and take out Thursday's high. So what you could have did was you could have waited all week and waited for price to close above the Monday to Wednesday range, which is this box right there, that turquoise box. And once you've seen two candles like this, let me go back in time. So once you've seen two candles like that, this would have let you know, like, okay, well, if price retraces, where's it going to retrace to? Then you would have to mark up this range right here. You would be like, okay, well, I don't know how low it's going to retrace, but if it does retrace, then it's probably going to retrace from this high up here down to this low. Okay, you see the low down there? Hold on. You see the low down there? So where's the 50% line at? You see that? And now we drag this box out, okay, to this low down here. You see this low, right? So this is the high to the low. If you don't know where price is going, just always know at 50%, most likely, you don't necessarily have to put all the Fibonacci, but I mean, just looking at this box right here, it looked like it retraced off of the 61.8 possibly, because the 50% line is, it lines up with the old daily high right here. I had to mark up an old daily high that was like 5-6 years ago to when I looked to the left. So you always have to look to the left for those daily highs, even if it was 10 years ago. But because the market remembers all of that. So right here, it reversed off of 50% of this range from this low to this high, came down. You could have been a buyer here and you could have bought it all the way up to Thursday's high. Okay. Now, if you was a little more bold, you could have just bought it all the way up, because I'm telling you right now, based on the way these two candles closed on a 1 hour chart, quote unquote, above the Monday to Wednesday range, candle one, candle two, I know, especially from researching like a crazy person on US 30, this definitely was confirmation that price is going higher. So if it retraced down, then I should have been looking to be a buyer at 50% or 61.8 and held it all the way up here to this high. This would have been gambling, would have been just holding it up to this volume imbalance. Even though I know it had to come up there, it could have took out this high right here and just retraced all the way back down and then came up here to hit this volume imbalance. Be honest with you, I wouldn't have held for that. I just would have held strictly for that high and I would have got out. So what I'm saying is you could have waited all the way to today, Friday, for one trade and made a big trade. You could have put on a big number right here, okay? And your stop loss could have been at 88.6%, okay? Which is usually the area, if it goes past that, is most likely invalid, okay? The bullish structure, okay? So I just want to say that I'm still in on this trade right now with two small runners, because that's what ICT teaches it. And the reason I'm holding is for, I believe price will come up into this imbalance. I'll probably just, I'm sorry. This actual shaded area right here is a volume imbalance on the daily. I'm sorry, on the weekly. You see this whole area from right here all the way up here is a volume imbalance. So I see price on a weekly chart. So I see price, this is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap on a weekly chart. Okay, this from here to here. This little darker shaded area is a volume imbalance, I believe, on a weekly or the daily. Okay, so I see price filling this in, and then I probably will take off the runners, even though I probably need to leave them on. I have to do more research to see how far down price will go, because remember, I got in down here. Right, so there's small position runners, but this is the way I've been trained to keep a runner on. I put on like 11 positions, because remember, I was buying as price was going down. And then my draw on liquidity was up here. I should have held for it to be longer, and I look at it now, but I didn't want to gamble. I only had confirmation that price would take out the weekly high, which is here. Okay. Thanks for watching.